Alright, am I here? Am I live? Is everything working? I think so. Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? Give me a few minutes here as I'm setting up stream. And for the first time in what feels like a long time, you'll be able to do commands not in the end, which is kind of nice. I've been in the end for just a while. And, yeah, ready to go back to the overworld. You know how it is. So, yeah, and of course this is, I'm gonna ask what you guys want to make, and we're gonna do that. It's gonna be you guys get to vote on what gets made. What's up, everybody? Hard Cement, No Face Games, Hat Gamer, Obsidian Coding. What's up, guys? I realize that my music is probably not working, so let me fix that here. Alright, there we go. Music should be coming through now. Let me know if that's too loud or too quiet. I can adjust the volume for the music. What am I making? I haven't decided yet because you guys actually get to vote on that. Hold on. Should work like this. Give me 1 second and then I will, I was messing around with like a basically like 2D platformer type stuff. Anyways, since you made all the since you've made all the avatar elements, you should make the final Ozai battle abilities. I've not seen an avatar in a while, so I don't know that I can remember what those are. Updated avatar bending. Someone else is saying. What is he making now? You guys get to decide. Make an RNG, like on Roblox. RNG is a random number generator. Weird. I mean, that's pretty simple. So I was messing around with this earlier. What's up, Fantasy? You should make a job application. I actually already did. It's really funny you said that. I actually already did. So this is I was messing around with making a 2D game. You can see there's still a little bit of bugs with the way the dash works. It doesn't always go to the right direction. But I was messing around like a 2D Hollow Knight-esque game. I think would be pretty fun, and I might still do it at some point. Probably won't do it in today's stream, but make something attached to your Terraria project, like a summon weapon. Maybe at the moment, though, I don't want to do a super large project just because I just finished up the end update, and that was a very big project, so I kind of want to take a little bit of a breather and do shorter ones. Yeah, I mean, I've seen it, I just don't remember off the top of my head, and I don't really want to go do, like, watching, I gotta have to pause the stream to go watch the final battle, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna do that. Somebody on Discord earlier suggested falconry, which could be fun. And it was on the Discord to join for real. That's so true. So anyway, make mobs look physically bigger. Yes, but you can't change their hitbox, but you can make them look bigger. So that's just a concept for a 2D game that I might do in the future, but that would probably be a larger project. I actually made a 2D game on the marketplace. It didn't do that well, unfortunately, and it was actually before we had the camera commands. Let's see if I can. Here it is. Super 2D platformer. This was actually made by me. Fortunately, it did not do all that well, which is kind of sad, but oh well. It is like that. It'd be like that sometimes. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, I am a marketplace creator. I've worked on several of these maps. Like I worked on this map, worked on this map. I think I worked on this map. I did work on this one. I worked on this one. I worked on this one. I worked on this one. I've worked on a fair amount, but I worked on this one. This one. I think I might have worked on that one. I think I slightly touched something up for this one. Nothing major though. Do I make money when people buy from the marketplace? Yeah. I worked on this one. I worked on... Actually, I'm not sure if I worked on that one. I wish I worked on this one. Unfortunately, I didn't, but it's... I don't think this one did all that well, but it's actually super cool. Yeah. It's pretty sick creation. But I didn't do anything for that one, unfortunately. Anyways. There's several of those that I didn't show that I've worked on too. But yeah. Cracked cubes I made a lot. Make a plug-in where when someone has a dragon egg in their inventory, they have double hearts, like 20 hearts, strength 1, speed 2. That's a little too simple. That's like 3 command blocks. You want a job application? I already did a job application. A attack player gets invisible when someone's bats, and he gets TP to nearest player and hits them again and summons a few bats. I don't know if you guys, hopefully you guys saw, not my most recent video, but the video before that. The command challenges. Somebody made a really cool, like, combo sword attack. I thought it'd be really fun to do something like that, where you have, like, just a really fun and cinematic combo attack. Could be kind of fun to make. Trying to find a good world to join. Holiday Resort is a free map that I worked on, by the way. Pretty sure most of these have come out, so I'm able to use them. So I briefly tried to make my realm into a, you can see a lot of the Witherstorm stuff here. Make a bow that shoots wardens. Haven't watched the bouncing laser vid yet. How does it work? Watch the video. Yeah, just watch the video. Although I will say, mine is very rushed. Fantasy has a much better video for if you want to make a ricocheting thing. I would watch his, actually. It's a much better job. So we're going to make a sword that is on a rope, like what is in the God of War games. Not sure. Not played the God of War games, so I did make a hook a while back. That might fulfill what you're trying to do. I think I called it the chain hook attack. That might be what you're trying to do. I would look at that video, because I might have already done that. What about a superhero? What superhero? Make command blocks run away if you get closer. That's funny. Should a fairly simple recreate promised consort Rodden. I have no idea what that is at all. None of those words are in the Bible. You make a job application that lets you kill mobs. I mean, that's just like one command. I feel like you can figure that one out on your own, quite frankly. Really complex boss for Elden Ring. Okay, I've not played Elden Ring, and I would have to actually look that up before I did anything. Because obviously I'm not going to try and make something that I don't know. Make Rex explode from title card. I think I already did, actually. Yeah, no, I already did. Why is the snow like that? Y'all seen this? Wait, did the terrain just really generated that? Bruh. What is with this terrain? You see this? The way the chunks are? I don't know what that's about. I'm gonna be real. I don't think I'm in range. No, I have to drop it. That's fine. Just to clarify, I was joking. Seriously, Elden Ring is worth playing if you pass it all. I'm the goat makes Spider-Man. Can you please show how to do a falling water effect? All I can do is, I mean, you could just have actual water. Can you try to use camera commands and tags for the Java application? What? Come on. There we go. An idea for cinematic sword. You step forward, do a slash, then step back. Another input would teleport you forward and do another damaging slash. So yeah, I mean, that's one of the things I would actually like to do. Would be something like that. What we could also do is do something with a spear. Maybe you throw the spear and it can stick into a wall. And because I've done a throwing sword before, so be throwing spear. You actually throw the spear. When you throw it, maybe it sticks into the wall. And could we have some fun come from that? Can you please make an end update with commands? Nah, I don't want to. Please speed. You need this. I'm not sure what you're saying. So I could do a cinematic combo sword. I could do like a throwing spear. Maybe the throwing spear has like a line that you can walk across. The spear's not meant to be thrown. I know. That's what. But like you can make it be thrown. Maybe try to summon a trident projectile when you drop the spear. Well, I would want to do something else. You could always just do it with a trident. It's always a little more boring, but you could always do it with a trident. Maybe have some kind of special thing summon in. I don't know. I do think what could be fun. It could be fun. I do actually really like how this. There's a little bit of a bug, but I do really love how this throwing shield came out. I'm actually slightly disappointed because the video didn't do all that well. But I actually really do like how Captain's American shield came out in the final version. Like it actually bounces off walls and stuff, bounces between enemies. Looks sick. Aimable pirate cannon. That's kind of fun. What you doing? Fantasy, we're still deciding. Like swinging the sword around on the rope and hitting a bunch of enemies with it. I do think, like I said, I think making a very cinematic custom like combo attack would be really fun, and I might do that if that's something that you guys like the idea from. Spells from Harry Potter. I mean, the problem is there's like some of them are kind of boring. Smooth Spider-Man web swing abilities. I actually do want to do that at some point, but that's more of an off-camera one because it's definitely going to be a lot more work than what I normally do in these streams, and that's one of those ones where I would have to sort of focus on figuring out and doing that well. But it is Spider-Man is something I want to do. Combo sword sounds awesome. How possible is dismemberment? Not impossible, actually. If you guys remember a short that I did with Fantasy, actually, I did chop his head off. And I'm fairly certain you can do something similar with arms, at the very least. So it's definitely not impossible. Obsidian likes the idea of a sword combo. Jump in the air 10 blocks above the ground, then stop in air, summon armor stands, we'll track mobs, damage them. Alright, how about this? Let me do this. Let's put up a vote. We'll make this very simple. We'll do a slightly different vote. Alright, start a poll. Should I do a cinematic... do we want to do a spear combo? Like, I won't throw the spear. I won't. But just do the... Here, we'll do the speared sword combo attack. There you go. You guys can vote if you want to do this, where we make some kind of like very cinematic weapon with a bunch of combo. We use the camera command, we use particle commands, animations, make a very cinematic feeling sword combo type deal. Like it'll be super overpowered. We're not worried about balance for this one. If you guys want to see that, vote yes. If you want to do something else, and we can discuss what else, vote no. So, leave that up to you guys. And you can also change your vote if you decide you don't, if you want to. There's like 24 people here, so I'll wait till we're at like 20 votes to end it. Is it possible to make a ground slam where you summon a continuous wave? Yeah, if you see my nuke tutorial, it's not a tutorial. If you see my nuke video, you just basically do a smaller scale version of that, would probably be the best way to do it. Could you make a command that gives you a diamond whenever you press a button connected to an impulse, unconditional. Sorry, what? Could you make a command that gives you a diamond whenever you press a button? Okay. Connected to an impulse, unconditional, needs redstone, command blocked. Oh, Aaron, you're just being dumb. I thought you were being serious. No, that's impossible with commands. Alright. So, next thing. This one is entirely up to you guys. I also won't be using FMBE. Alright, so I'm going to put up another poll. Which one should we use? Should we use a spear or a sword for this? The only reason I'm doing spears is because spears are kind of new and I haven't done anything with them. It literally won't make a difference. This is entirely a cosmetic decision. So whichever one you think would be more fun visually. Whichever one you think would be more fun visually, you choose that one. It really won't make a difference. So just choose spear or sword as for the basis for this model. I actually have a much closer vote on this one. Love to see a submarine or pirate boat command using the Nautilus that has cannons on it. That'd be fun. Spears hard to. It literally won't make a difference because the way the combo attack is going to work is you're literally just going to be like sneaking. Because that's just the most consistent way to trigger something, because I'm going to be moving around during this. So the most consistent way to do that was be just sneak detection. So, yeah. Alright. About to end poll, so... Oh my gosh, what is this inventory? Alright, hold on. Sorry, my inventory was so bad. I did not realize I've not done this one in a while. Okay. Looks like Spear wins out. Do you have any advice on how to keep motivation in big projects? Yeah, in my video, How to Learn Commands, a lot of that is actually talking about motivation more than technical elements. Probably should have labeled that one better, but oh well. I would say just watching that video if you get the chance. But one of the things I would say is just show off partway through the creation. Whether it's live streams, shorts, or just bringing your friends on, is just a really good way to keep motivation. Just show off progress, basically. Okay. First thing that we're going to be doing, and I'm going to have to be jumping around between projects to grab some animations from some other things that I've done. So first of all, we're going to have our test dummy. Alright, and then here's what I'm thinking. Right, hold on, let me do this. At E type equals Warden 10 executes unless entity at E type equals Warden run summon Warden. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking, right? For the combo, here's what I'm thinking would be some fun stuff to do. So, like I said, it's gonna be it's not gonna be the most complicated thing ever in terms of mechanics. We're gonna be focusing on cinematic appeal for this one. So, what I think would be really cool is when you start holding it down, you're gonna start when you start the combo. So that's gonna be you start holding the spear. And we're gonna control the scoreboards basically. The first thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna basically start like floating a little bit up in the air, and then you're gonna start like waving your arms in the air, like the Wololo animation that the pillagers do. And at this point, the camera's gonna pull back, I think, from base a little bit. So give me a couple seconds here to get some of the animations up. So at this point, you're gonna start the animation. Okay. You start the animation, you're going to put your arms up in the air, the camera's going to pull back even a little bit further than third person mode, and you're going to summon basically a whole bunch of projectiles that are going to summon kind of above your face, and then they're all going to shoot out and rapidly track onto the target in front of you. That's going to be the start, that's going to be the first attack in the combo. Does that sound good to people? Do you guys like the sound of that? Try Warden Praga, I don't know what that is. Use the triangle chamber particles and make up the blue orange fire sparks. That's a good idea, Aaron. I'm gonna add that while I'm summoning it. So let's try this. So first we're just gonna do the simple detection first. Executes as at E at A, has item equals netherite, spear, location equals slot, weapon, main, and Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't watch any anime. That's at S. Unless entity at S. Y equals 1.6. DX equals 0. Runs scoreboard. Players. At S. Spear 1. Basically do spear 0. Yeah, I noticed that I missed the space. I missed several letters here. No, okay, that's what I should have done. Okay. Yeah, I realized the typo. I understand there's a chat delay, but yeah, my bad. Thanks for letting me know. There has been times on stream where I forgot. Okay, I'm gonna name this guy so he stops despawning. One for all on Minecraft. Don't know what that is. So now I'm holding this and I'm seeing. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Execute as A. Scores equals spear equals. This should be up here. Gonna lock the player's movement, but I'm gonna do that close to the end. Spear equals 1.10 at S, run camera at S, camera at S, set, Minecraft, free, ease to linear, POS, basing at S. Just gonna reset the camera here because that's gonna be necessary. Okay. You can probably be done with the Warden Shockwave particles. One for all in Minecraft. Okay, so that doesn't help me because I don't know what one for all is. So, yeah. Okay, didn't do the execute, right? That's fine. Oh yeah, I did. I just didn't do this. Long range missile and missile counter. I've done missiles before. Alright, so now we're gonna do the levitation. Executes as at A. Scores equal. Spear equals 1.10. At S, run TP at S. Should teleport me out. Block and a half. Did you make worlds downloadable? I have some. But some of the maps I do on Marketplace maps, so I can't. I was talking about one for all. Oh, okay, okay. You're good. Create a power with where the more damage they get, the stronger they get. What about a volley? What about a volley bow that shoots lots of arrows? That can be something we do in the future, but I have already decided what we're going to be working on this stream, and it's going to be the very cinematic spear attack. Alright. Interesting, hold on. So that's very smooth. But when this is happening... Interesting. See that? It makes the camera not smooth. Alright, hold on. What if I do this? So the animation's here in a second. You should make an item that makes blocks fly all around you and lets you shoot those blocks at things. Good idea on the crag. Make Daladus Villager News next. I don't remember Daladus is. Functioning Bible in Minecraft. I mean, technically, you would literally just have to type all the words from the Bible into a book. Alright, so... Run TP at S. Alright. You have to type everywhere in the Bible. Oh yeah, you would have to use like a macro or something. Alright, alright, animation time. A animation. Aaron, you are just so full of ideas today. I mean, to be fair, the Bible is sharper than any two-edged sword. That's such a funny first-person animation. Yeah, that's so funny, actually. You see this? That's so funny. Alright. We're gonna make the animation cancel. What's the... give me 1 second. Hold on, I gotta look at my own video. It's lame, I know, but... I've also gotten a lot better at animations as time has gone on. I like actually understand how the animation command works a lot better now. Mostly because of FMV stuff. Alright, so that resets it, we're good. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the attack. Execute, hands and E, A, equals, no, wars equal, spear equals, whoops, spear equals 20, just try that, run particle, 1 second here. Alright. So then we're going to do 2 sets of particles. Then, do some projectile spawning. This is going to be a super long chain command. Try and use trident animation. I don't need to, because I want to, you'll see. It'll look fine. Summon. Armor. Stand. Spear. Rots. Alright, cool. execute at an E. Name equals spear. Cross run particle. Spear. Execute at E. Type equals spear. Cross. I think he's making a magic mix weapon kind of feel, so it's auto enemies. Yeah. Auto hit enemies. Yeah, you're right. It's more focused on visual aspects of things. That would be why. Could you work on a bit of a prequel to the end update, do a video about structure generations and use that to enhance the stronghold, potentially? Is that like a Silk Song type of weapon, sort of? Okay, you need to be teleporting in place. Why are you not doing that? That would be why. Make sure this is the right particle here. Yeah, I'm gonna fix the particle offset. Yeah. Is it negative 0.5 or positive 0.5 that I need to fix it? Because I agree, it doesn't be fixed. We'll figure it out. No, that's wrong. Totally ain't good to BH spawned to the center block. I don't think it spawns at the center of the block, I think it's just an offset. Yeah, see? That's right on me. And I'm not in the center of a block. Alright, let's break these. Alright, so now players add. It's actually possible for custom mobs to do a ground slam that summons a wave of crits particles. Yeah. Vertical circles with particles. I think Venice's Fairy Generator. Alright, score players at E. Name equals spear. Rods. Add. Timer. 1. Add. Timer dummy. Okay. Timer 1. Timer kill. Execute that at E. Name equals timer. Nope. Why am I doing execute? Kill at E. Name equals spear prots. Scores equal. Timer equals. Just stick with that for now. It's gonna be way too short, but. for your Jolly boss battle, nice. I think, yeah. Tutorial for the ground slam for custom boss. Not. I have several projects before I'd be able to get to that, so it won't be soon if I were to do it at all. Let's do this. Adds E scores equals spear equals 1. Add S, run TP at S. Facing at E equals 1. Family equals monster. Okay. Have you ever made a complicated custom boss with multiple combo trees, movement, etc.? Yes. I've done actually a couple tutorials on some of the bosses that I've made. Alright, that needs to move faster, but I'm semi-concerned at the moment. You know what it is. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, ChatGPT sucks at commands. I would not recommend using it. Facing to be at L. I'm gonna lower this down. It just didn't work. I really did try to prompt it correctly. Gonna be a mecha base. Alright, so let's summon in more of these. Make a Diddy dungeon. There you go. Certified Minecraft YouTuber moment, am I right? Spear. Prots. Visibility. Infinite. 0. True. That's... Oh, frick, yeah, I can do that. It's whatever. I don't feel like rewriting it the long way, so it's just gonna not matter. Mecha-based? Astafula? Okay, some of the coordinates didn't work. Why is that? 3. Oh. Oops. Battle cats. Made an animation for Jelly. Oh, sweet. Probably after the stream then, color. Balloons, tower defense, MC. Alright, we need some sounds and camera shake is what we need now. Camera shake add a scores equal spear equals 39 0.5 0.5. Alright, I think we had some sounds to that. What do you guys think of the visuals for that so far? We'll have some damage too, obviously. Yeah, so what I was thinking is after that, the player's going to... So after this attack, we're gonna switch to almost like a flying animation. Hold on. And we're gonna go like a flying animation where we basically bounce into this guy and then bounce off, if that makes sense. That's gonna be the next set in the combo. I need to move the camera up a little bit. I need to offset the camera a little bit. Oh crap, my game just crashed. I accidentally hit the full screen button, which crashes the game. Don't you love Bedrock Edition? Hoorah! Love me some good old Bedrock. Blue Tower Defense in Minecraft will be fun. I might do that at some point. Even at my lowest, I'm a family guy. I did do a reworked Wither at one point, but I honestly did kind of a lame job. This sort of a rush job. I'm not gonna lie, not my proudest work. So it could be fun to revisit that at some point. I'm gonna switch the camera to the other side. Yeah, I have a lot of worlds. Don't worry about it. Alright, let's add some damage to these things. How did it snow? How did it snow? It's not been snowing. Added as if entity run kill it s. You can make a player entirely invisible from other players using certain play animations, actually, even if they're wearing armor, if that's what you're talking about. Okay, so the damage didn't work. Why did the damage not work? Oh, that would be why. That's too much of an arc, maybe? Alright, I think that looks good. Can you try to make the most powerful weapon in the multiverse in Minecraft? Is there a specific one that you're thinking of? Alright, I need some sounds. That one. Play sound, bump. Hey, bop. You guys won't be able to hear this that well because of the music I'm playing, I don't think, but... Well, there's going to be a lot of attacks in this combo, so I mean, you would just adjust the damage, but I will switch to Override. How did I even start to learn this stuff? I didn't have my own videos. Actually, I started making my own videos and then watching them myself to learn, actually. Okay, so now that we got that, now we're going to move into the second transition. So what I'm thinking, right, is you do that, you do the summon attack, and then we switch your animation to basically like the swimming animation, or like the flying animation with your spear out, and then you basically ram into the enemy, and then you sort of bounce back. Does that make sense? So hopefully that makes sense. So let's just mess around with the animations first. Let's see if I can get them to work. And play animation. No, what am I doing? Sorry, give me 1 second, guys. I'm not looking at chat at the moment because I gotta copy some commands from something else. Oops. Alright. No, I didn't miss any chat. Yellow required was. Wait. Oh, that actually that works. The animation works. ABCD, okay. that actually works somehow. You had a lot of trouble saying wow there. Execute as run TP as. Alright, so that works a little better. Sorry, I didn't mean to make fun of you. I just thought it was funny. Alright. So it should lock me at 51. Good. So then it's gonna start TPing me. Okay, cool. Execute as at A scores equals spear equals 51. At S run TP at S. Alright, that sort of works. We need to fix the camera though. And the speed. What is next boss for Wolf Tails or Wolf Summoner or Wolf Harder? I don't know what you're talking about, but I don't think I need to. If as at A scores equal spear equals 51. At S if entity at E equals 1. Tag equal no. Family equals monster. Run. Particle. Nope. Shake, add S, add. To 0 point. I'll do that. Maybe these need to teleport a little bit faster. I don't want the player to be catching up with them. But players should probably teleport faster as well. Tower command blocks look scary. Yeah, it does. I agree. I don't quite know how I'm gonna do this as a tutorial, quite frankly. It might have to just be a showcase in the world download. Alright, hold on. The camera shake I don't think was working. Camera shake, add. Damage. Monster. 40 entity. Attack. Score. Lord players sets EDS Spear 52. Make EOW 2025 or 2026. There we either worlds. I think I need to make the longer transition between shooting off. Interesting. You remember what you wanted to ask? Nice. You add chanting on the charge up? What do you mean by chanting? How to make it so mob won't look. Sorry. Oh, it has to be like 173. How to make it like not move when you're looking at it. There's a couple ways you can do that. Probably the easiest way would be simply look detection. You could also do ray tracing, and then just give it slowness. Oh, that's why. Gonna make the TP a little bit faster now. Here's what I want to do. Couple of things. Mess around with some particles first, I think. For some play animations. Might be fine. Interesting how some of these look with the spear in hands, because the spear changes. Make a basketball game? Yeah. Chemistry is a bit too strong? Yeah, I think you're right. Play sound random dot totem 99. Try this. Probably gonna change this, but I don't think the sound worked. Yeah, did not. Would Sonic Boom work? Maybe. I can try it. You make the snail. Yeah, I don't you know the snail. You need to be immortal with the snail always following you. It's kind of funny. Hey, what do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of that so far? I don't think my wind particle's working now that I'm realizing it. Is there a bigger particle? Am I blanking or is there not a bigger particle? Because I feel like I've used a bigger particle. Give me 1 second here, guys.
Hello and welcome.
Ignore me loading up my own tutorial. I just know there's a bigger particle and I can't think of what it's called at the moment. Wind explosion emitter. It's not that. So 1 second, I'm working on it. I will check back with comments in a second. I'm just distracted at the moment. That's what it is. You just gotta put breeze in front of it. Alright, give me 1 second to fix this and I will re-catch up with chat. Can you make a tornado can bring mobs in Minecraft? I've already made a tornado. That'd be cool to get the dragon particle. Can you make the immovable objects for Sunset Force boss fights in Minecraft? I'm not sure what those are. Can you make a nuke? Made one before. Chosen one powers from Ava. Don't know what that is. Breeze wind explosion. Yeah, you were right, Jack. I just wasn't looking at chat. Custom boss twins. Zoom into the particle saying Jack X5J was right, by the way. Can't even see the top properly. Yeah, I know. You guys should see some of Fantasy's worlds. Is he playing right now? Fantasy has some crazy high towers. That's all I'm gonna say. I want to do a different particle. I don't really like the candles. They last way too long. What's a shorter version of the same one? Is basic flame particle shorter? Yeah, I'm gonna switch that out. Did I miss one? Yeah, it's the very first one. I just have a weird order, I guess. I don't think the basic flame lasts nearly as long. You see, it's gone, but it doesn't last for quite as long. Think I could make Minecraft? I don't think I need to. Alright, what do you guys think we should do after this? I think what I should do is you should bounce up. Like, you should climb up a little bit. And then... You should climb up, and then you go down, you bounce off him once, and then we go into like a series like slash attacks, if that makes sense. How does that sound? You sort of bounce straight up, and then basically go straight up after hitting him, and then fall down a short distance. Then we damage him again, and then we sort of back out. We basically are teleporting randomly around him. Like, we'll teleport, do like 2 slashes, teleport, do 2 slashes, teleport, do 2 slashes. How's that sound? You try to rework Skeleton Boss and lore accurate Bedrock Wither Boss. I would have to see what that fight is that you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. What am I building? I am building a combo spear attack. I'll show you real quick where we're at so far. We really only have 2 moves into the combo so far. Think I could make a mob morphing gun? Yep, probably right. Oop. Show it again. Had some of the animations off. Alright, so then we just teleport up a little bit. Like we played Minecraft, years. He's changing so many things that I have to check the whole stream again. Nutsef, I don't know what Nutsef is. With the spear prot armor stands, could you offset their particles to their main hands and equip them with tridents or spears? You could. The problem is the spears aren't going to be centered and I have to do a lot of calculations. I don't know. Maybe I'll mess around with that off camera. I also got to do the input permission. I will have to basically disable camera during this, but I'll do that later. Interesting. I should be teleporting out, but I'm not. Or maybe I just wasn't enough. Oh, that way, boy. I don't know what AVA is. Gotta have the camera following it, that would also help. Oh, animation versus animation. I don't know. Beautiful. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I just don't know what the chosen one is. To 70. Okay, so let me go figure out an animation that makes the spear point downwards. That is a little bit, I guess. Could you please make Among Us? I think someone on my Discord is making Among Us. Let's work on an animation that's gonna point my thingy down. Yeah, I should use levitation for that part, you're right. Have I watched One Piece? No. I don't watch any anime. Hold on, I'm still TPing myself somewhere, I think. No, I don't think I am. Do this. World height's not a problem. you can make them go back down. Please add the animation. It spins the player if you charge to the warden. I'm not sure what you're saying. Okay, so I have something teleporting myself in place, but I'm not sure what it is. Shouldn't be TP towards. But there's something teleporting me in place. Pac-Man machine. Have I watched Predator? Yes. I watched the original one and the very newest one. And the other ones. Something is teleporting me in place. I'm not sure what it is. Wait, I have an idea. Did add a thing to this one. There we go. Yeah, no, it wasn't happening at the right time. That was the problem. Alright, way less levitation, and also longer follow command on the camera. Build AC4 and extremely detailed detail using commands. I mean, more than that. No, the problem wasn't probably being low, the problem was the timing was keeping me in place. I like that height. Just gotta keep it for longer. Or keep the camera there for longer. And then flip the animation around so that the spear is facing downwards. Alright, let's get the spear right. And then we'll do basically a bunch of random teleports around him, doing slash marks would be next. Can I do a homing missile? I mean, I already have homing missiles in this project. Alright, what's a particle that's going to turn my spear downwards? Or play animation, sorry. I know I'm not holding the spear, I'll switch to it in a second. Nope. That's funny. So there is an easier way to do this. Where's the armor stand? What do I always forget where you are, my beloved. Let's just see if there's any that he points down with. We could do that one. you're just kind of hitting with the butt of it, if that makes sense. How's my day? It's been good. Thanks for asking. Spear or mace? Probably the spear is a little more general utility. Although, honestly, mace might be for PvP. I think actually a bit better though. This is too short. I forget which pose it was. Hold on. Not entertain. Not hero. Was it honor? I guess it was honor. Is that right? That typed that back right? No, I did not. There we go. Trouble with the Trident's animations. Trident's animations won't really help for this. It's the animation name for Dinner Bone. I'm not sure. Out of all your command creations, which one gives you the most sense of pride? It's not one I did for YouTube. It's probably the World of Chaos series. That was just really fun. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of that so far? Or then you bounce back down and do another mini slam when you land on top of him. Until or me facing straight down. That would be why. Guppy, I'm the best Minecraft YouTuber, creator on YouTube. Thanks. Not, so 67. I'll try that animation. Oops. Might it might not work. It might not work. That's fine. Shoot. That's funny though. I have a better idea though. uh, there we go. That works. I just gotta literally keep the animation from last time. That works so much better. Look at that. That's got it. Come on, that's pretty sick. And then we could literally copy actually quite a lot. Out of all the command creations, I think I already answered that. It's not something I did for a tutorial. It's World of Chaos ROM. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, what do you guys think of that? For so far. I'm actually gonna put this guy on the ground because it's gonna give us a more accurate representation. I think it broke slightly because I killed it. Potentially. Nope, camera command's broken. Gotta fix that. Oh, I think it's damaging twice in a row is what's happening. I think 6-7 might be too soon. I just gotta, I think I gotta just bump everything up. We'll say 75. That should be good. Five. 5. 5. 75. 75. You made a spirit command thing yesterday. You were so happy until you saw this. Can you make command creation kind of like your bread smash attack from the bread bending video, but instead you use FMEs to make 2 large boulders come out of the ground? You certainly could do that, yeah. For a flurry attack, look up waterfowl dance. Okay, I'll take a look at that after the stream because I'm not gonna finish this on stream. Just to be clear, I'm not making this on stream. Or I'm not finishing this on stream. Um, Loved your end update video. Thank you, guy. Reload the laser pointer. Thanks. Really appreciate that. The video was a lot of work. Very happy with it. I hope the video does well, but obviously that's sort of out of my control. But I really did enjoy working on that project. I made a creation. I want to show you where should I put send it on my Discord. So then, like I said, that's probably about where I'm gonna end it on stream. It's been about a 2-hour stream, and I think you've made some good progress. Giant command tower. I think it looks pretty sick so far. So yeah, the next bit is, like I said, we're gonna be kind of teleporting around the boss, slash slash, slash slash, slash slash, something like that. That'll be the next set of combos. After that, I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do. So feel free to leave a couple of suggestions. A lot of my downloads can be found on my Discord too. Anything that I have available for downloads on my Discord. What is your favorite mythical creature, and how do you think you can put it in Minecraft using commands? I have no idea. I don't think I have a favorite mythical creature off the top of my head. Yeah, I quite like that attack. I do really love the upside down, like the completely upside down spiral dive. Anything with the next command block talented? Oh, with the next command block challenges? Probably gonna drop that maybe this Sunday or so. I already know what the challenge is gonna be. Hey, how about this? For those of you who are in my stream, you'll get a head start on the challenge because the challenge is make something that you would want to see in the end update. Because I just made my end update, now it's your turn. And Color, how come you never participate in these, by the way? You've never submitted one, Color. But yeah, that'll probably be due towards the end of January, but you have to make something that you think belongs in an end update. So, that'll be kind of a little secret. I'll probably announce that, like, I don't know. It'll actually be close to a week. I have a head start for those who watch the stream. So make sure you turn into my streams, because occasionally I'll announce stuff earlier. You're a washed old dog that's got all his tricks. Fair enough. Yeah, so, like, if it's a piece of loot, it should be something an end-game player deserves, but that also sort of can fit in the end. Don't forget about that. It's gonna, make sense. So it could be a biome, it could be a custom... You see that? See the blue? It could be a biome, it could be a custom mob, it could be a custom loot, it could be anything like that. Show commands. There's the commands. Is it possible you get a helicopter with just commands? Yeah, definitely. I gotta change it to DX0. Show the commands written. You're gonna have to go through the whole stream if you want to see all the commands so far. But I mean, they're not even done yet, so I wouldn't worry about it. This will be here. This should make it hit the actual hitbox rather than just a radius. All of the commands, please just go watch that stream. I mean, I type all of them on stream. Yeah, okay, it didn't work. I'm just gonna whatever. Gonna keep it to what it was. I don't know why I go changing things. So I don't feel like changing all the numbers. It's easier to change the radius. Can you make a tutorial for it at the end of the stream? It's not even done. It's like part 1. This is like not even halfway. Try the moving target? I mean, I can do that. Should still be fine. You can move. Yeah, see that's the downside right there. So you can miss. So I think what I'll do is I'll stun him. And he crosses peak, I have no idea what it is. Now I'll just do this. If you land without hitting him, you just don't do the damage. That seems more fair. Add S if block air. I guess it should be unless runs scoreboard players add S spear 1. What's your favorite command to use? Execute. That's an easy one. Come on, man. Well, we should still stun him, I think. So any timeline where you watch anime, not for enjoyment, maybe for the sake of inspiration, give me $100 in super chat and I will watch the first season of Attack on Titan. Oh, okay. Rip that random husk, bro. Okay, I'm going for another husk again, I guess. Or just make a TP through blocks. I might have to. 100, watch One Piece. I don't have 8 years of my life to give away to that. Okay. He died mid-attack, so... I suppose I just need to make the ground stone work no matter what. Attack on Titan is not how you spend your $100, dang. Or this. I did this. I'm just gonna make it so it triggers if it hits the ground too. All I gotta do is make it trigger if it hits the ground. So 475. Watch Indie Cross, don't know what it is. Sorry guys, I only watch Christian media. That's not true, but so I just remove the if from these. Give me 1 second. Alright, let's see if this actually works. Okay, sorry. Which top three favorite commands to use? In order, execute, tag, scoreboard, which technically none of them actually do anything. Alright, I probably won't work water, so it's triggering again too fast. I gotta watch the scoreboard. Hold on. Did make this right? Going on too fast. I gotta do like. Oh, let me just check the scores. Hello. I think I gotta make it teleport through blocks. There's gonna be too naughty. Okay. So, that's fun. Didn't think about that, but okay. So the way the thing works is if it kills whatever it hits, it looks like it just keeps penetrating, which I think is kind of funny. That's not a monster. Hero Brian. Oh yeah. My gosh. I told you it was gonna be OP from the start, so that's not on me. Does the Wither not count as a monster? I guess Wither doesn't count as a monster. That's funny. No, it does. Okay, there we go. Alright, we just gotta fix the timer. That did a decent chunk of damage, though. Do you ever think you'll ever make a server? I've done that before. That's how I got started in commands. I'm just gonna do 84. I don't care. Up everything up by 10. Should be good. Just annoying. Just want to get this working before I end stream. I don't want to leave when there's stuff to be fixed, and then I'm gonna end stream once I get this wrapped up. This is a long stream than usual, so you guys are coming. I think I'll probably make it destroy blocks though. Oh, it's definitely OP, but yeah, it's just kind of a fun OP, I feel like. What's up, Mr. Clyde? Mr. Clyde, what are you doing, buddy? Okay, so that time it just triggered midair. Gotta fix it. I didn't fix the camera. Hold on, let me start with that first. I'll take credit for the camera because that was definitely on me. But see, it's just triggering in midair. Oh. That's why. I didn't need to do anything. I'm just an idiot. Alright, let's turn off his. Let's let him move and let's try it out again. Yeah, so can you start with part 2 directly? Part 2 of this. Probably won't be till after the new year. I'm actually gonna be away for several days, so. So that's what I'm making right there, big man. Although I'm actually about to end stream. It's been going on for about 2 hours, so actually longer to stream than usual. So yeah, what do you guys think of that though? So yeah, the final slam is gonna happen whether you hit a mob or hit the ground now. So you're gonna dive into it, jump up, slam down, then it's gonna transition into the next attack. Think it's cool? That's good. But yeah, any final thoughts before I end stream for today? The snow in this area is so weird. Don't understand it. I wish you could make custom enchants with commands. Actually, that was going to be originally my plan for Friday's video. I might do that tomorrow morning. So. Alright, one more attack. Maybe give the player resistance. Probably will do that. I mean, this is not going to be a balanced thing, to be clear. I mean, I think it's fairly obvious that this is not a balanced. Just want to check on the. Oops. I want to summon a Wither. Try it out damage-wise on a Wither. So what is it? Probably 4 attacks to kill kill a Wither so far. So far, it looks like it's about 4. Maybe 5 attacks. Yeah, it's gonna be 5 attacks. Why is the Wither stuck in the corner where it's harder for me to get the visuals? I will make a tutorial. Probably not until the new year, though. Sorry, definitely not until the new year. There will also be a world download. Just for the tutorial, I'm literally just going to click through every command. I'm not going to explain every one, but I will show every single one on screen, as well as provide a structure file for this. I want to bump up the damage a little bit. I want to be able to kill him before. Shut up. Nah, I don't want to bounce several times. I think I'm just going to do the flurry next. Flurry is honestly probably going to be the highest DPS. Not just the highest damage, but the highest DPS. Oh, oops. Nah, let's click you this way. So. Yeah, and of course you can adjust it to be whatever you want it to be. Wembu boss fight versus Commands of Chaos Gobaduck. I don't know who Wembu is. Alright, that's it for stream. Color, are you still here? If not, that's fine. But that's going to be it for stream. Thank you guys so much for coming, for your input, for your support. If you guys haven't watched the end update video, that one took me a lot of work, and it'd be really appreciated if you guys watch the end, leave a comment. Additionally, if you're watching on mobile, there's a feature where if you swipe right on the comment section, you can hype the video up. Now, hyping a video up is going to help support the video. So if you enjoyed it, hype it up, watch it, leave a comment. Peace. That's gonna be it for today's video. Thanks for coming.